Hello and welcome this fine Saturday afternoon. You are well. Good morning, afternoon, evening, good tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. Let us get the game going. Hope you can't hear anything in the background. It's very hot here. Me, it's hot anyway. And I've got windows open and people outside are noise. Hope that isn't through on the video. Switch over. There we are, ready to continue. So what's the plan today? Well, I called the stream power problems, but really it should be hopefully power fixings. And with any luck, let's get cracking. Things are moving. And how is this going? Research going on for 10 out of 20. Yeah, the others are done. That's good. That should give us the things we need. And there's some pipe work to do in here. And we will probably just run those pipes. Could put a couple of tanks well, I don't think we'll get fit two, but we might fit one tank in here. At least get it started, wouldn't it? I'd prefer that the gas didn't come all the way down here before I had any ability to control it, or even to here where I was going to put it. I'm actually going to put a gas valve. That's the fella. Right here. We're going to actually snip this pipe right there. Go in and out like that. That way we have a bit of control. Of course, gas reservoirs are not under gas, are they? No. Why would they be sensible like that? Yeah, we won't fit two in here. I don't even think that's going to fit there, is it? No, it's not. Hit B on the keyboard and we'll just place one right there. And that's nice and easy because all we have to do is cut that there and bring the pipe up. And that's perfect. We can then send the gas wherever we want it to go. Once we've got up and going, we need to get this power wire in, otherwise we're not going to make anything anyway. We do. So come on. They're all off to bed right now. So, might be something that I might put a door in this side as well. Yeah, it might be a good idea. Just run a cable up from there. I usually have doors both sides. It just didn't seem any point when I built it. Put doors both sides. One of those things. Oh. Yeah, so that needs to be 4 high, that floor there. Like, no, 1 higher. Up it. And then cancel. I think that was 3 wide, was it? Yeah. The arm of it, 3 wide. Okay, fair enough. So what we're going to do is those batteries run. These run off of these batteries. This will run off of these batteries. Altogether, the power will total together. So we're going to need to run some coolant through here, or make a different area with batteries in it. This cold biome would be useful to use as a battery box, because we can run some hydrogen to these things and keep the batteries nice and cool. So that might be a good idea. Cut out all of this ice, make a battery box up there. We can cut down all of these batteries except for one. So these will run off of one battery. These will run according to one battery here. And the batteries will hopefully have the same power in them ones in the battery bank, but the battery bank ones will be kept nice and cool. I was having batteries littered all over the place. But I do like at least one for each power system. Help control it. Then we can start actually running transit tubes and stuff. Yeah, I didn't want to dump too much rubbish in this little room. I mean, we can tell the sweeper to sweep it out. Really not a huge issue. Not quick to go. Ah, look at that. I totally forgot about that. They're just going to come round and deliver it instead. You annoying. Right, well that can reach there. We can destroy a couple of ladders. Now, don't destroy the ladders. No. Got to go out before you destroy them. That might be a thing. I forgot about that when we put this across. I'll stop getting small amounts of coal and running away. Blithering idiot. Right, let's destroy those ladders before anyone else comes and does that. And they can't get down here. We'll just have to dig all this out, let it fall in, and then tell the sweeper what to chuck out. Everything out except for clay and coal, basically. But I think we're running on... Basically, it's using as much coal as it can get at the moment. There we go. Perfect. We're going to build that. I made it a 9. The Alto's going to do it now. He can't get into there to do that all the time. We want sandstone set on here. So we don't need any stones in here, so we will just set all... Oh, yes, we do, because ceramic's under raw mineral anyway, isn't it? So we'll just tick all materials there to be chucked out. I don't know what's up here. There's sand. Okay, so I think that's pretty much all of what's going to drop in here. Where does sand come under? Oh, I know, filtration medium. If that sand drops down, it's not the end of the universe. Well, might not be able to reach it anyway. We dig that out. All that does is stops them from constantly coming in here and putting tiny amounts of coal in the machine. Ah, the vent is now done. This insulated pipe, oh no, wrong direction, goes all the way down to here. And even this tunnel is dug. Wow, that's pleasing. Does that mean that there should be in here consumable or bleach stone? Sure, there's going to be some. We didn't dig through any bleach stone to get there, or maybe they picked it up already. Who knows? So that's not hot, is it? Oh. Relatively warm. Run through there like that. Then we'll put our pump down here like we were going to. I think actually we're going to do it. We might as well do it now. And then it saves moving the pump later on, doesn't it? So we're just going to come out here. Going to work our way down. We're going to put, that's the lowest point there, so that's where the pump is going to go. Dig out this bit here. Oh yeah, that was carbon dioxide. Very useful. So they can dig out all of this junk and try not to get stuck up there, because that's exactly what they're going to do, probably. You love digging, don't you guys? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I thought you would. Ruby, move down there. Stop climbing on it. Move there. You move there as well, just for a split second until he's got rid of that. Can't get up there. Don't be stupid. Right, perfect. Now, I don't think gold amalgam's going to work down here, is it? We'll try it. Ah. Think what you can reach, whatever that happens to be. While you're here, dig out that bit there for me, would you? Then we're going to put a plumbing liquid pump made of gold amalgam. Come back and swap it for steel, I think. And we'll go plumbing. Liquid pipe, it can just be made of... what's down here, actually? Igneous, okay. Plumbing, a liquid pipe. Which one's igneous? That one. And then it will go, say, around like that. Do you know what we should have done before digging that out? Would have been to have done the crude. Good luck, but if we're pumping crude around, we can make the liquid bucket anyway. So we were going to do... I want to dig that out. Something along those. No, cancel you. Yeah, that's going to be... Don't make it too high. Yeah, that can come out. You come out, mate. Oh, E-shaped. That needs to be a block there, doesn't it, really? Yeah, we've lowered the water level. Well, crude level. Made it come down here, which is a good thing, because that means we can pump it all out. Ah, we don't want that in it, though. Hey, there's an oil reservoir. That's what I was saying last time about oil reservoirs. They don't actually have a priority number on them, so you can't use the priority trick to see them. Have to excavate to find them. Have them already visible. Right, so then we need to attach pipes. I'm going to make this one out of insulated. I'm going to run along here to the ladder and down. Absolutely perfect. Wonderful. That will pump crude all the way up to our tank, and it will overpressure at that point. And unfortunately, that will mean that the pipe will be full of crude oil, and I don't want that. Yeah, that needs to be done. Priority. And keep making things at 9. Up it. Excellent. So, when this is done... Well, this one, I don't really care. Oh, does that need power? Actually, I'd rather use these. So, that just shuts off. I'm going to deconstruct those. Rebuild them. Yeah, I'm going to rebuild them as valves instead, because they're easier. They're better to control. Right, that's been done now, so we can prick this back in. I'll have its horrible hood full of slime, lungy, polluted oxygen, which is fine by me, because it could mean it won't stifle. Hopefully. If it does, we'll have to come and figure something out, because this is going to fill up with polluted water, probably up to here somewhere. That hood needs to sort of hold enough to stop this from just being submerged. Can work if it's got quite a lot of liquid in it, but will eventually. So I will copy you. We got quite a lot of gold amalgam, I think, last time, but we've run out of copper. We need to start doing some excavating. Otherwise our smooth hatches won't have anything to eat. And put that there. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. Until they're built, the gas cannot flow any further anyway. But I'm going to snip it. But only this one can run. That way, when this gets built, the carbon dioxide will actually have somewhere to go. Where are you off? Are you going to prick that up? Or are you coming in here to get something delicious out? Gold amalgam. Yeah, fair enough. You need the gold amalgams. That needs to be built, please. Somebody. Errands? I don't know. Someone might build it. Oh, they're all asleep. That's why. Main builder diggers. Let's check in here. Who's our blueprint? There's a farmer and a farmer decorator and a cooking decorating. And no. If there had been a rancher, I probably would have put them in there, locked them in the base, and then just allowed them access to the keep fit room, and actually fit more in there if we push them over a bit. Have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, well, it still wouldn't make much difference. I don't think we're going to have 7 dupes that we have to feed and not get benefits from using them. But the sooner we can start that process, the sooner we'll have usable dupes. If you allow a new dupe now at this stage to start accessing the rest of the base, be so slow. They're much better off building a little duplicate gymnasium. Now grabbing metals. Oh, there we go. So they can build things. Excellent, excellent. That's what we want. Come on, build all this stuff for me, would you? Waiting to deliver. I thought you were building that. That Ruby's doing it. Look how fast Ruby builds things. So that is now flowing. And it's going to flow into this. In this room, we've got 42 kilos per tile. And that's going to erupt again in a few seconds. How much does that use? It uses 95, doesn't it? Yes, I think it was. Here we go. It's running. It's running. Hey, well, it's running. It's not got nowhere to put the gas yet. Now it has. Put the gas into there, please. Only tiny amounts, so it'll be fine. I don't want this pipe to be constantly full of gas. I'm probably gonna... Oh, I don't care. Yeah, it's fine. It's overcomplicating it. You can set that to what that uses. I think it's 95. The best way to tell. Open that. And it's 90. If you set that to 90, it will only allow through exactly what that uses. But there's no point. We'll just let it do that. Every now and again, this pump will pump a bit to refill that up. And there we go. We now have superheated forging complete. Which means we've got the bunker doors, but we don't have any steel yet. We've got the glass forge, which is nice. EO tuner that I've never played before. And a gantry. Oh, and something else in here. What else? Bunker tiles. Yeah, I think bunker tiles have to be made of steel, don't they? Yeah, they do. We've done all of this without steel so far. We will have to go around replacing things, I think, with steel. I want to block that because this copper is really, really hot. And if they try to use it, or if somehow water touches it, it's probably going to flash to steam. I'd rather it flash to steam in this hood and had to condense to drip back into there. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble. So the power wire is now done, so that should be adding power to the batteries. It is. Now, if we want to make that so that they can NG tune it up, sort of thing, we have to make this into a room. So to do that, we're going to block that up there. And we're going to continue that tiling there. We're going to see, I think these are actually 3 wide, I'm pretty sure it is. We're going to see. Can't put it down yet, and anyway. We're going to just put a door here or something. We will have a second layer eventually. But room size wise, if you use the digging tool, that's why I kept it really narrow. It's only 45. Let's check how big a power plant is allowed to be. 96, yeah, so we're under half, so that's good. Grab one of those. See if it will fit on there. Appears to. Still need to come out a bit anyway to put a door, don't I? Yeah, I do. But we can seal this side off. That will then become a room. Or do we just say sod it and just build the ladder? Why not? Do it like that. Get rid of these. I can build that from underneath so we can deconstruct the ladders. Go. We're now having power produced. Ah, this will overheat. We are in a very hot environment and it's compacting, so we will need to run some cooling through it. And speaking of cooling, while that is getting on with that, while things are happening, this room, 42 kilos pressure. While that is going on, I'm going to come back over here to our cooling loop and our water that's supposed to provide water to this. But it isn't, because it's, well, it is a bit, but that's only because I linked to this last night. It was just pouring back into the tank. I was thinking of doing, let's see. If this water coming back from the loop goes into these 3 tanks and then has an overflow which goes back to this tank, it will constantly keep these 3 full of clean water. Right. That's good. We want those kept full so that they can act as an overflow for our oxygen production. So if we run the cooling loop water through to these 3 tanks, then we can... Oh, it's getting a bit tricky to get pipes around here, isn't it? So we may need to run a couple of bridges. I don't want to do that, though. That'll look horrible, having the pipe run through the middle of the room. The return water is coming down here anyway. Could reuse this pipe. Then we need to send the water back around the base again. And what do we do with these 2? These 2 would just pump straight into here. No question. And this would be removed and pumped around the base. That's fine, yeah. This water will slowly drop in temperature though. Because of the water coming out of here being diluting it. So what we would have to do, let's snip that off. So now the water will flow around the base from this pump here. That's fine. Flows around the base, cools everything down. We can speed it up to much higher. Instead of having a tiny amount, we can make it full packets, which would fill up these tanks a lot quicker. But then what we need to have is an overflow built on this that will send the water with this into the tank again. We have water here. If it senses water there, it turns off the pump at the moment, but we could get rid of that. We don't need it anymore. Join up there and go straight across here. This water flow could just go up to there and across. It doesn't need to... Yeah. Okay, good. Right, that's what we're going to do there then. Going to go up to there, out, and into there, and put a bridge on it. Like that. There we go. Perfect. Right. Then the water from the desalinators, when they kick in, which take a while yet. I'm also going to modify this. That heats it to 5 degrees before the pump comes on, but I want to make sure there's at least a certain amount of water in there as well, so we need an AND gate there. But that's another story. We'll need the temperature and yeah, I don't know which way round to put it. Could put it like that. Yeah, the temperature. We'll come back to that in a minute when I'm because I want to do this first. I want our desalinators to run and just deposit their water in there, but obviously we don't want it to overflow. So, and I don't want water sat in the pipes. We'll probably reverse our automation from here. We'll probably reverse it and have, say, something that says, no, turn off the desalinators, we're full. We'll only desalinate when we need to. Right, that makes sense, doesn't it? Probably. Now if we power up that. I want to get rid of these farm tiles, so deconstruct buildings. Buildings only. And we'll go 1, 2, 3, 6. And they can start deconstructing those. And that, because we selected buildings, that won't deconstruct the pipe. Dead, hopefully. And the game is frozen. There we go, it's back again. Yay, all the junk falls in there, so... they're allowed in here anyway now. So, while they're allowed in there, I do want to put in some decorations. Metal blocks will do, of gold. Yeah, why not? There's enough space there for another one, though. As long as they've got some glamour in their lives while they're running on the hamster wheel forever. Right, now we can put the floor back in. This time I'm going to use granite because it has a natural... Granite has a natural plus 20 decor effect. Might as well use it when you can in the base. Probably come back at some point and replace it with plastic tiles or something. I don't know. Depends what we're going to use this room for in the end. But I have decided that I do want to go up to at least 20 dupes, which means we need to put them in here and let them run. Get their levels up. They're going to be useless letting them out into the base. They'll be so slow. Right, that's got to be built, please. Come back and build that. Now let's whack a couple of doors on here. We'll come back and make steel ones later, but for now, do that. This pipage, that's got to go. Unless there's any more polluted water we want to dump in here. Might be a good idea to leave it, because it can fall straight through these doors and tiles. It might be a good idea to leave it. We'll leave it for now. We might reuse some of this piping for the cooling loop. Run it through the batteries, through there, through here, through both of these pumps. And we can get rid of that tank. Good. Get some resources back. Still too hot in here for him. Sorry, guy. When the cooling loop runs, you might actually grow. We'll make sure they can't actually reach that from there. I hope not. Might have to come down one extra. Yeah, like that. Just to make sure they definitely can't reach. And that's nice because that's level with the neutronium base, so that's good. This is actually able to erupt now. Even though, you know, can't get into there. We may have to make a liquid lock entry into here. We may do. That will probably burst at some point and need replacing. All we'll do at that point, I guess, is we'll snip the gas pipe from here. So this will overpressure. And we'll just use up all the natural gas out of this tank. Sounds like a lot, but there's only a few tiles. Right. So once this is built, we should have a room on our hands. And I'm just going to disable that. Even when it is a room, that will be off. The only one they'll use will be this one, but they'll still make microchips and bring them over here, so it's fine. I've seen them do it. Because I don't want to have to send gold and stuff in here. That would be pointless. You can just build them there and bring them over. Excellent. Those tiles are done. I'm not going to come back and replace them with insulated. What I realised we could have done is used this ceiling of this one as the floor of this one and had a bit more space in here, but never mind. If we do have to bust back in there to change that to a steel pump, which we may have to. Let's see if it gets damaged before we get our liquid lock running, our liquid coolant running. Right, let's see if this pipe has been built yet. Priorities, no, of course not. I see. A 5, it will never get built on a 5. But don't do all of that. Excellent, yeah, I'm liking this. We'll come back and we'll run ladders straight across and just decimate all of this stuff. But for now, we just want a thing in place to pump some petrol up. And I don't want to pump it right next to the base, so it's going to go right over here, all the way up, and into the tank. That way we can start producing more petrol. And give us another source of power. Might make petroleum generators in space again. That was fun. Tried to do that last time. It kind of partially works because the carbon dioxide that the generators give off actually acts as their coolant. You build it right on the verge of space, like where we've got this here. You'd build it sort of here. That would be a perfect spot for it. Right, we've got issues with things coming down, so we do need to get our steel on so that we can build a... Oh, that would explain why there's slime in space. In this area. Been battered by that. Right, so... we've got this hot zone here, but I've got no coolant in it yet. So I've got no way of cooling this area down. So if we start putting smelters and things in here, you know, it's kind of, oh dear, perhaps we should. We could just pump this polluted water into it. No, we don't need to. This area is not going to stay. I wanted this area to be our smelting area. We will have steam turbines along here and smelters underneath. With crude oil as a coolant lubricant. Well, similar. Well, there's no point me placing level 6 dig orders around because they're not doing them anyway. This guy's working as hard as he can to build the batteries up. Oh, these guys, look at that. The coal is definitely going down. Let's fire up a second one. Let's fire up all 3 actually. Yeah, let's fire up all 3. We'll burn through the natural gas in here very quickly doing this. At least we can get some extra power going. There we go. It will fill this very quickly, so we're gonna have to figure out a way of getting that gas, carbon dioxide, pumped up somewhere. Sometimes I use a rocket, but I think space is actually very close by, so we're going to just carry our ladder on up. I wasn't going to do that because we haven't got the steel production, so we can't build the bunker doors, and we're going to have, you know, things coming right down here. Possibly right into the oil biome. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Cancel you. Yeah, our crude oil level has plummeted since we dug that out. But never mind, that's fine. Priorities. Yeah, they'll get around to that. They're doing some bits of it. Pipage. There's a long way to travel to get materials that they need. There. If I dig this sandstone out on a 9 here, that'll give them materials that are very close by, won't it? Dig all of that out. Boom. Now you've got materials that you can build pipes with right on hand. Makes it much, much faster. There we go. Some more Sweetles hiding in here. Hi, guys. Been here a while. There's eggshell laying around. I wonder if anyone's actually made any, since I built that area here. Oh, there is a little bit of lime. Not a huge amount. The eggshell is now visible again. It vanished for some reason. All of that eggshell is made from this section here. Well, this guy's, be attacked. Sorry, guy. We don't want you anymore. We liked you at first. And now we prefer our stone guys. 6 in that one. 7 in that one. 8. 3. 4. Yeah. Our coal is going down because we're not getting enough of these guys. I don't want to... Actually, maybe we could just stop the... Maybe you should power another row of those. Using the extra power to run them might actually be beneficial. Because then we would have a lot more coal production in our... Yeah, see, it's all... Make sure the feeders are actually full, that's the key. The feeders are empty. That would explain it, but I don't think it is. I think it's because we're just not hatching the eggs fast enough to keep up with the death rate. They are all lullabied, and there's 3 of them. We've got to keep 1 for smooths. So what we could do then, we could cheat a little. We can't use this space here because of that. But what we could do is put one of these incubators down here, let's say. Power it off of a different grid. Have all of these for just dedicated to smooth hatchlings. That would be good. Because these guys just sweep out any eggshell, any coal, any metals that are produced from these smooths, and it all gets shipped out and sent off on its merry way. Look, here we've got copper, got coal. We could just take that one, put it down here, power it off of a different grid. I think that's a good idea, actually. Power's on the left, isn't it? Yeah, so we go like that. Pick one of those, pop it there. Perhaps stick a door on it so that they don't run around all over the place. Hey, that's just working. Did you see that? That makes me laugh. So that door's now locked. Because this has now got full 100 rad bolts in it. And that was all done from about 700 or 800, I think it was. Oh, there's a stone hatch there. Wrangle that dude up. We need him. Okay, so... we'll pick some more research. We've done all of that research on this level, this tier, that system. Easy. We've got our steam turbines ready when we need them. We even went up there and did that with the data banks that we got from analysing volcanoes. We could do with the red bolt chamber later on. Not quite just ready for that yet. We will need to get jetpacks, but I can't use them. My computer just dies when I try to use jetpacks. So, no, won't be happening. I would like the aero pot. And I would like the arcade cabinet, but that has even more power consumption. Let's go for... Yeah, let's go for the aero pot. Just. So what will happen now? This door is open. Our researcher now has access. Bubbles now has access to it. These guys are locked inside the base, so when there's work in the base to do, they're much more likely to do it. And so, let's go back over here and see what's happening. Nothing much. Ah, that means the batteries have finally caught up. That is a good sign, but we won't be able to run all three for very long. We'll get through all our natural gas, and it'll overheat the area, which is bad news. Don't want it to overheat the area. I'm not entirely sure just how much heat it would absorb if we run this around there. What I'm going to do, pump that now back up to maximum. Going to start pumping full packets around the base like it should, and we'll figure out how we're going to return the overflow from here. What I mean by that, if we fill these 3 tanks with clean water coming in from here, when these are running, I just want these just to run straight into here. The water will be taken from here as an average temperature instead of quite cold out of the desalinators. So our water comes in, our salt water comes in, fills these, gets fed to those, that gets poured in there. This goes, here we go, it's messing up a little because I built that extra pipe. Let that flow out. Excellent, thank you very much. Now that bit's another relic of a bygone era. There's a liquid bridge there to there, but I'd rather drop it in further over somewhere. Well, that's just awkward for awkward's sake, is it? Probably. So we've got the return pipe here. We can just drop into there from the desalinators. We'll take that liquid bridge. We'll have to deconstruct that one. It's around the wrong way anyway. But we want to move this somehow, because I don't want it going through the middle. I'd rather it went up here, level. Just to be annoying and awkward. These two meet at this point because we put this liquid pipe sensor so that we could tell the pump when to turn off when it senses water there. But we don't want it to now, so we've got to get rid of that. It was a good idea. It worked. But we're going to get rid of it now. It just connected through a NOT gate to the pump. I have a habit of putting the pump at the bottom, but it actually sucks in from the bottom, so it doesn't matter where you put it. You can put it right up here if you wanted. It would just take the first couple of levels water. So, right, we can get into here now. So let's while they're doing that, I'll avoid those. Take out that. Now we need some way of telling these, hey, we've got enough water, you can stop. We might do the same system we had there, but on these instead, telling these to turn off because these are now full. We want to do it probably on the final tank so that all 3 of these are full, backed up. That gives us a lot of backup water for our oxygen supply. We'll have 3 tanks here, 3 tanks here, and another tank in there. That's a lot of extra in case something goes wrong. We don't notice for a while. And then, because that's inevitable, you're going to be busy building some weird design somewhere or other. And before you know it, you've run out of oxygen. You're like, what the heck happened? Where did my oxygen supply go? So even on, yeah, well, Frankie's got nothing else to do. He's locked in the base, so he will do that. Don't think he can build that. Even if he wanted to, he can't build it. Should have a little bit of copper stay in the base instead of sweeping it all out. Don't mind. This is where they go to, well, to die, basically. Not a fine point on it. Taken out of here when they grow up, and they get put where they're supposed to go, in one of these. And if they can't fit in one of those, they get put down there. Once this is built, hurry up and build it, would you? Yeah, here he comes. Otto, the building man. Come to build it for us. Thank you. Thank you, Otto, for your incredible one wire. Thanks. Thanks a lot. No, it's just... These are still fighting to keep up, so we... Actually, that almost looks like that's going up rather than down with 3 of these running. I don't think that's even possible. These use 90. And this only produces 95.3 on average. And we'll get this going. So how are we doing? liquid pipage. Oh, wow. That was impressive. Didn't expect to see that when I came down here. Right, so we'll come back up here. Let them build that. Right, what do we need? Power. We need power down to that pump. That's right. Can we steal a bit of power off of this wire? We could. Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could. We're going to put that on it, but that's fine. It's still quite low. What have we got to use? Let's just use lead. Thank you very much. Use lead. I'm all the way down the ladder. And that's why I don't really want the... Can't see. Hello. Someone spit the light on for me. Now there we're heading for that. I don't want to accidentally go through anything red hot. That would be a disaster. Fun, but it'd be a disaster at the same time. Imagine your entire base filling up with sour gas. Right. That should be relatively quick to build, just for the sheer fact that the lead is already there. That's where the lead is that we're going to build from. Yeah, let's dig a bit more lead. Dig that patch out. That out. There you go. That'll give you something to do. You do that while I contemplate my life choices. Right. When this is done, this will end up requiring another sweeper and yeah, all right. Never mind. Just for the eggshell, I guess. This was just on your way to where I put the drowning trap, which is working. He's gone in there perfectly free of will. And then this goes, right, shut the door. And as long as it's 15% of the day, it's shut for. It takes a long time to build, doesn't it, Lindsay? It really does. Well done, you. And the game is frozen. Let's have a drink while we wait for it to unfreeze. And that has evolved into meat. There we go. Nice. Right, so Lindsay has got nothing to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop this egg. We're going to tell that to go to smooth eggs. Where are smooths? Smooth. There they are. 22 of them. Incubate. And hopefully, because that's the nearest smooth egg, she might go and get that one. Might not. Might get a different one. No, that's the one. Thank you. And now we're going to put this as the stone. Incubate. And the sweeper arm will do that for us. Something's hatched in there and is drowning immediately. But that doesn't even need to go to a drowning trap if it hatches in there. That is now running away. Running away. Well, I guess to save power, we ought to put it on a cycle sensor, shouldn't we? We should. But this door is locked, so we're going to have to put it in here. Rather not, but hey, never mind. We're going to do it like that. And we'll get that built pretty quick, because that's going to waste a lot of power running that 24/7. These just run 25%, quarter of the day. So you're only paying for one, but you're getting 4 run out of it. And they're all lullabied. One's incubating, that one's lullabied. They're getting the lullabied bonus, but they're not actually getting the speed bonus from like being in an incubator. Which I'd like to speed that up and power the whole lot, but, you know, power problems at the moment. We're getting higher. 8 there. 7 out of 8. 8 out of 8. 3 out of 8. That's terrible. 4 out of 8. That's the one we converted. That one should get the most the quickest, because they'll bring them from there and up. And into that one. That's the fastest one to get to, probably. Maybe this one. Yeah. Let's see. Are we still pumping? We are. That has gone down. Definitely gone down. So we can't rely on that forever. We need to sort out some power. So let's get this cracking on. I would like to use this magma. But yeah, if we use the magma for power, we've got all this crude oil to deal with right next to it. It would be nice to have like a spike going down into the magma. That needs a clear area to work with, which we don't really have at the moment. Perhaps if we concentrate on digging down here, we might be able to find something. Another ice biome there. So let's bump up the likelihood that they'll come and dig that out. Is there a volcano there? There is. I think I spotted it before, but let's go like that so we can find out what it is. We find out what this one is as well. And that needs one more tile because this little area is going to be another place to grow our reed fibers. We seem to be doing really well in here. Nobody likes mopping. Look at that. Nobody's bothered. Please mop. Sometime this century. Got work to do. That's all looking pretty good. Once the petroleum starts pumping up, no, the crude oil starts pumping up here, we will have to work out some kind of method of telling it to stop when we've got enough. So this vent will overpressure, which will mean it will back up in the pipe. What we could do is instead of running a huge, great, long... No, that won't work, will it? We could put a tank. Well, we'd need steel, but we could put a tank in here and tell that to ask for more when it wants some. Yeah, that could work. Or just put it on a timer. Who knows? There's lots of options, I guess. Rid of that. Now let's check. Is this now a room? There's 106 tiles. That's too much room. So if we dig, say, to there, that would be 112. But yeah, we've got to take away this piece, which is 13, 14 tiles in the middle. So we've got 45 there. We could potentially just back that off. We can't actually, because that. You can't put a tile over it. We could do this section here. That would reduce it a little. Actually, I don't want to make it out of that. Or we could just, for now, we can just put the doors right here. And that will actually make that a room. But I don't want to leave it like that. I want to be able to utilize this space. We could raise it up and make it just a 3 high like this is. So we can put some more of those in. Well, 2 more of those in. Have to remove this business. Fit them in. Outside of power plant. Yeah, never mind. We're cracking through our natural gas rather fast. Means our coal will continue going down unless we can sort out our... Why are you not taking meat? Oh, I forgot to add meat to this. That means we're actually missing out on some of our edibles. Meat. Copy settings. There, there, and there, and there. This one also needs to make sure it's got the metals. I've written over it now, so... No, not ore. Dumber. Refined. Thank you. That's the one for the smooths. Excellent. That should have been sweeping out the meat. We've probably lost quite a lot of barbecue because of that. We've still got 2.2 million calories of it. Doing all right on the food front. Yeah, I'd rather stop this end one, I think. We're going to use up way too much of our natural gas way too quickly. Just have to deal with 2 of them. When this is done, they'll come in and they'll start feeding them up. Give us even more power. Well, what I could do, because this average is out at enough to run one of these permanently, is literally remove it from the from this. Just get rid of that little piece of automation wire. Then it will just never stop running. It'll always run while it's got the gas to run. Because we're always going to be using power, so that makes sense. But once we get our steam turbine system for smelting going, which I was going to put here, then that actually generates a bit of power when you melt your metals. Not all the metals do. Steel does. It generates power. Now, I'm going to stop you running in the top door because that annoys me. Check. Yes, that's now a room. Now a power station. If I wanted to brick up this side, I'd probably just move that to there. Not as pretty, but who cares? Just do that. Then we can get rid of this end piece, brick it up. Remove this piece of ladder, and we can brick this wall up here. That will reduce the size of the room. And we can fit some more natural gas generators in. Because we will be making natural gas later. Quite ready for that yet. I see crude oil running. And it's got to this point already. It is in insulated pipes. If we make this wall out of insulated tiles, we can run it up in the insulated tiles for most of the way. Instead of just a pipe in air. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on the temperature here. We could run it in here through this polluted water to cool it. Cool the crude, not cool the polluted water. And warm the polluted water up. Now we could run it through here. That might work. Who knows? Something's happening. I'm going to do one of these. For an 8. An 8. Let's put this one up to a 9 and see if they come and do it. Rather they did that than these. Because these are off. Not even on. But this is going to be running pretty much flat out, I would imagine. Lava eggs. We could get into that, but not yet. We've got a researcher. Flyer cooker. No. Doctor, digger, operator. Digging's not bad. Doctoring don't care. Operating's not bad, but they don't like critters. No, we'll reject. That's why I haven't done very well with my dupes this time, because of I'm being a lot more picky than I need to be. Thank you, game. I still want to get rid of this thing. Ugh. I'll figure out how to get rid of that. Let's put in, what did we take out of that room? Oh, it was the, station. It was the gearing station. We need one of those in here. Put it near to the wall. And grooming station can go near to the other wall. And bit of drop off. Go somewhere in the middle, I guess. That will be for our Drecos. They will need some food. So food-wise, can you actually grow them in these flower pots? I'm not sure. Let's put a flower pot in because I'd rather it didn't show through the floor to help it. We'll put a flower pot in here. Because if you put one of those, one of these tiles down, the dupes have to run over it. If you put a flower pot down, they just run through it. I'm not sure if you can put mealwood in there. It's going to grow too high, and then it's going to touch the hydrogen and not grow. It's going to be very happy. We'll see. We'll see. We can put our buddy bud back in here now. Back there, please. Yes. What have we got? A gold volcano. Superb. Excellent. That's nice. And we've got more uraniums. So, power-wise, it might be better just to build a uranium reactor or something. It may be. We let some of this slime lung out, didn't we? Look at that. Well, it's only polluted, but it doesn't say slime lung. That hasn't been being worked because it was a very low priority. This is taken over with floral scent, so we should be good. I might put another one of those hanging pots somewhere around here. A hanging pot there and put another one of those buddy buds in it. Try and keep that under control a little. Going on in here. You're going to erupt soon. Yeah, we could try whacking a steam turbine on top of here. We'd have to pump out the polluted oxygen. Or let it have a little bit of liquid in here that it will then cook to steam. And then when the steam condenses, it will make it a vacuum. That's another way of it. We have liquid coming up here. At the moment, we've just got to keep our eye on it. Repair errand? Oh. Has that been overheating all this time? Yeah, let's deconstruct it. Got crude oil and gold amalgam in it. We're going to just deconstruct it for now. We need a system get up and going. So here might be a good spot just to put a quick... yeah, we could put it just here, couldn't we? That would be probably a good place to put it. Alright, I was going to put it around here, but no, I don't think that's a good idea. Get rid of that and put it here. Have a steam turbine there. Smelter just here, but it's going to generate a lot of heat, and I'd rather keep the heat over near to the snow biome, the ice biome. And we can do some instant cooling or something. I don't know, we'll figure something out. Oh, they can't get over there now. Like that, please. Then what we're going to do, I think, is just run some tiles along here. Keep it in line with that. Yeah, why not? Gonna break that off. Yeah, there we go. Because this is not going to be a permanent situation. We'll use this Atmo sensor to pump this out to a vacuum, and then we'll have a petroleum boiler somewhere. But for that we need tackle a volcano. We could do that. We could tackle, where is it? This one. Tackle this volcano, but there's very little space to build. Oh, we've pumped this out. We haven't really got a lot of room. I don't suppose we need a lot of room, do we? We could build it right here. Petroleum boiler. Or we could build it in this space here. Clear this out. What's a half bad plan, you know? That way we could build this into a proper room. Have to get rid of that, I think, now. Rebuild it somewhere if we need any crude. Yeah, if we dig this out into a proper room, we can build a liquid lock as an entrance. Pump it into a vacuum. Will then give us the ability to come into this space, because it will be a vacuum, no temperature will be able to change. That might be a better way of doing things, I think. We're going to bust into here. 4 high. Is that a good idea? Probably not. That one, 3 high. That way we can just take over this space, do what we want to do, make it into a proper thing. I don't know what this machine does or how it works. We'll just work around it. Now. Little reservoir there. Jumping joyas. Bit of iron ore. Diamond. Can't see much further than that. Could send a dupe down here to dig this. Let's see what's there. I don't want to break into this and let this natural gas out. That'll be a pain in the butt. Deal with. Right. That should give us the chance to get a bit more petrol going. I definitely don't want to rely on doing it this way for long. What's it under? Arts refinement. Is it? Yeah, oil refinery. That's why. All the refinement. Yeah, the problem with that is we're going to make it out of gold for now. We're going to make it out of gold. And we're going to use this space and up here to build our right, okay, so what we're going to need is a steam turbine, but I think to build a steam turbine we need lead. We can build it out of lead. Wow. I think it might melt if we build it out of lead. Build it out of that for now. We can always change it later. We fit 2 in here. I want 1 there and 1. Means that ladder has to go, please. Go. So I don't want to build it yet. I just want to put it in place. You can see what I'm doing. This continue on up. We don't want this running through there, but for now it can stay. I might actually flip it. Yeah. Pick you. And go. I think that one flips that way and that one flips that way. I think. Take the liquid pipage. Yeah, they're now in the middle. Perfect. That's how. Okay, so then we've got space each side to put a block. Actually, that could be butted right up against that. There's no reason why not to. Yeah. We don't need access to that side. We do need access to this side. So, priority stuff. Right. Then, we will have a... Some people have a 2 high room or a 3 high room. I usually like to have a 3 high room. I think we're just going to squidge it in with a 2 high. We go even higher with this. I'm getting annoyed now. I'm annoying myself. Yeah, we go up this high. Gives a bit more space, doesn't it? To have a build and build you up. There. Now, that's looking better. It's all level with that now. And the game is frozen. Oh, there we go. Come back already. We'll put a block either side of it. And then we'll have a little room where we'll put in our pipes, which will come from our smelters. Our smelters will go here. I think actually that's too high, isn't it? I don't think we need it that high. Let's put in the floor and the smelters and then see how much we need space-wise. Thanks, Sweeper Arm. You can just reach to the edge there, but you can't reach right to the end one. If I drop anything down there, it's staying. So we'll put our smelters here. We'll have 2 of them for now. But like I say, once this is replaced with a petroleum boiler, we don't need that. So we'll be able to move the system down here where I wanted it. I want at least maybe 4 smelters. 4 smelters, 4 steam turbines on top. Cooling loop running through. Yeah, should be pretty good. What have we got in here now? Haven't been using it, so it hasn't been going up. That's asking for more petrol to run the plastic presses. I might actually buzz back to the plastic presses and only run one of them for now. Or just, the easiest way to do that is to snip. There. No petrol, we'll go to that one. That one will run. There we go. What we're going to do in here is not be able to reach our ladder. Great. 3, 4, 5, no. No, we'll be able to in a minute. What we'll need to do is I might bring these down. We'll build our first melter. No, not ventilation, that one, you muppet. We're going to build our metal refinery out of ceramics. We're going to leave a gap, one there, and we're going to leave a gap there. Want a little bit of a place to put a door in case we want to prevent access from certain peoples. So, then you have plumbing. You want a insulated pipe. That's the input. Yep, yeah, that's the input. That's the output. And we'll just have a little loop up here. And sometimes I'll have a tank, put the crude in to balance the temperature out, and then just feed both of the machines from the one tank. But just for speed of throwing it together, I think I'm going to cancel that bit there so they don't build that. We're going to have another liquid pipe. Similar idea. And we've got enough space in between to... let's just double check that spacing. I want to make sure they're both reachable with a sweeper. Yes, they are. That way, in the middle, you can just drop the resources here and have a sweeper there that will load everything. We can pick up the lime, send that up here. We can send the resources up here. And what I like to do is change this one to I think it's under automation, for a weight plate. Might have to change it for a steel one at a later date. Oh, I thought you could place those over. Can't. So we'll deconstruct that one and that one. And all of that needs to get built, please. Probably going to change things, but then at least the materials to build it with will be up here. So that'll be fun. So I suppose we could be cheeky and just run this through our room where we call this. It might as well run through the room and help to, I don't know. It's 70 degrees. We've got quite a lot in here now. So let's boost up the likelihood of that being run so we can start getting some petrol going. Keeping my eye on the coal situation. It's going back up now, so... Oh, no, don't do that. I deliberately took that out. So what I'd do, have a weight plate made of gold. We'll come back and change it to steel, probably. We'll put a little wire like that. And when you tell it, like, whatever you want it to make, it will make 20 tons of it, because that's what that goes up to. And then it will stop. It will turn itself off. And you've always got 20 tons of whatever the material is you've told it to make. A hand, whenever you need it. Right next to a ladder and a fire pole situation. So that'll be great. They never built any of this, so... actually do want them to kind of go into the rock and up, because if they don't and a meteor or something from space comes down, we don't have anywhere blocking it just yet. Well, I think we do now, don't we? Did we research it? Yeah, bunker door. But I would prefer it went straight, actually. I was going to make it chicane then, but I've talked myself out of it now. Because we need some way of venting to space. That's how I come down here. Uh-oh. See what I mean? That's already full. Holy crap. We're going to need another one of those already. We're going to need to run this pipe up. Along. I'd rather just run it directly to space, to be fair. Run it up here. We can put a gas bottle in these for now. Ventilation. No, it's not under ventilation. Gas reservoir. Why would something to do with gas be under ventilation? Come on now. Right. So let's make this bit an 8. That bit an 8. Bit an 8. There you go. That's the priority. Build that while I'm effing and fluffing and I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Right. So just here we're going to have the floor, which is going to be... I'm going to make it out of obsidian. You can make it out of ceramic, obsidian. You don't have to, but I think it's better to keep all the heat in this area. So this will be coming down a bit too high. Oh, not that one. So I was going to try and be cheeky and keep this pipe in that room, but I don't actually think that's a good idea because that's 70 degrees and this is going to get a lot hotter than that if you're making steel in here. 70 isn't enough to set a steam turbine off anyway. I think we're going to have to move it up a bit higher probably. So it's going to have to go something like, or it could, no, it can't run through there. We've got pipes. Probably going to have to run a little higher like that when we can build it. And then ventilation. No, not ventilation. Then we need this room to be a... Ah, that's right. We need to put liquid pipes. But we don't have good ones yet. We've got gold, iron, lead, or copper. We could make it out of depleted uranium. We could make it out of tungsten. I think the better pipe to use is just going to be gold. This little room. Now I'm probably going to use those pipes as well. Yeah, this one can actually go out a bit further, I think. This one's probably going to be the steel one. And this one will be something else. I don't know. Might not even use it. Who knows? Be in place. So we might not need to use it too much if we've already got like... We'll need to make steel from the iron volcano. That'll give us endless steel. That just makes gold, so you don't need to process that. It's already gold. It'd be easier to use this one. No. No, we're going to... There's that bit. Build all that for me. I will leave you watching them frantically building that for one moment. I'll be right back. And I am back, and they are still building pipes for a while, which is understandable. I give them a lot to build. Never mind. Let's check on this while this is happening. There's 6 in there. I'm sure that's gone up. That's gone. That gone even further down. Yeah, probably. There's only 6 smooths. Really? There's plenty of food for them. They're just not getting cared for right. Which means we need more people also to spread them out over the schedules. Catalina could be locked in. We could lock Catalina in. So there's one on day shift. Let's make sure. Let's check. Catalina. You're more on farming than you are on ranching. Let's switch that around. And same with Liam. Get rid of that. I'm not fussed if you don't do any. Frankie can do some. I don't care. Frankie's the chef. No, I'd rather proper rancher people did it. Bubbles is the researcher. Does a bit of that. We'll take the farming off. And now I'll take the tidying off, but we'll leave the rest. Hopefully if we've got a few more people into operating, you're not supposed to be doing the ranching, but I'll tell you what, you're a good rancher, so we'll make you do it. So let's go to skills. Check Lindsay. Because we can go like that and set Lindsay, because we can always respec her later. Bit of ranching 1, there you go, you're now a rancher. That'll give us a few more people that have ranching jobs. There's already 2 in here catching up with the grooming. That should help. Getting the lullabying done and everything. That one should also be on a 9. And this needs to be set the same as one of these. When should we set it? Sort of there, I guess. Copy settings. Boom. Now that will only run. Well, that one's running. Already been lullabied, so we don't need to be paying full power for that 24/7. Excellent. Little things like that will help. Have these been NG'd? No, they haven't. But then, yeah, it's a high priority. I'm surprised they haven't come and done those, but, you know, maybe they changed things. I don't know. There's a microchip there. Whole gang of people coming. Build stuffs. Dick, get the stuff built. More coal coming into here. I think this is practically using up all the coal it can get. That, as they have run out of actually, oh well, I'm not going to cry about that for now. They've run out of, have we got it on here? Why did they put things in different orders on each different menu? What would be more sensible to have things in exactly the same order? Well, we've got loads of clay lying around, so there's no reason to not be. Let's allow them to fill that again. Is it agriculture? No, it's cultivatable? Yes. So that will distract them from what they're supposed to be doing. This pipe is now what? Done? Yeah, it's backing up here and that's going to stop running soon if they can't pump it out. As soon as that tank is built, they can pump it out. Yeah. Start running now. Go down and double check. The flowing. Follow this pipe. Yes, there we go. That will now flow up to there and give us a little bit of time to, let's see, let's carry on up here. Carry on up here, I guess. What have we got? Igneous. Let's change that then to igneous rock. And then I'm going to dig sideways. And this is minus 52. Very, very, very cold. Carry on up with igneous. And I can hear some guys digging away up there. Yep. And to keep our power going, I'm going to make that a very high priority. That. This not so much. Doesn't need to be so high. We do need to relocate that wire, don't we? Yes, we do. Not going to be able to reach. So if we then make this height. Is that where we're going to go with? Yeah. Why not? Prioritize. No. That's a mistake, isn't it? Yes, because we want to fill it with water. I usually like to make them 3 high, so that seems a bit low to me, but I think we're just going to go for it. Leave them to build stuff. There you go. Build stuff. Got stuff to build. Build stuff. I think somehow all our diggers ended up on the day shift. Digger builders. Builder diggers. What are you building that out of? Well, there's coal here. There's phosphorite. And there's a bit of igneous there, so we'll dig that up. Just so there's some materials to use on hand. I think this is all sandstone anyway, this bit up to that point. Thanks, Gene. Found some materials to use or something? Oh, you did? Sandstone just there. Nice. Thought there was stuff here you could use, but no, maybe not. I don't care what the material is as long as it gets built. There's a bit of igneous there to use. Excellent, that's nice. We'll leave them building that and go away and come back in a bit. I want to... This is soon going to be active. That's 5 cycles. That won't be very long at all. 1.5 cycles. I want to get this sorted. This is now backed up and jammed, and the cooling loop is frozen solid. So we need to use this to run the liquid back into the tank when this overflows. And if that happens, we want it to turn these off, I guess. Yeah, so we're not overusing it. Yeah. So instead of the water going that way, if we go up here and in, we can put a sensor on this somewhere. And that will allow us, like we did here, to detect when there's water backed up into that pipe. And then we will have... Yeah, well, if we have put a bridge on it, we can't do it. So I need to place... Let's place a bridge. I'll put it one further down, so it's there. That's going to look really bad, though, isn't it? Rather it didn't go like that. Put the bridge here. Yeah, we could put the bridge there. That's good. The water coming back goes through that bridge. That gets snipped. That gets built. Okay, so the water will come to there, go up here and in that. But it will also then, if that is full, this will back up. So this point here, we need to take the water back to the tank again. So we need, while this is off, and take advantage of moving this up a bit. This one go up not copy settings. Cancel deconstruct. What is it? That's the bridge. Good. Yes, that's the one we want to deconstruct. And we want to place... this bridge needs to go upwards. That'll do, like that. And then this can all connect through. And could bridge that over that way, but I'd rather tidy this up and get rid of this anyway. There are people that are locked in the base, so might even add another rancher to be locked in the base for now. May do. Make sure our ranching gets done and they're not wandering all over the map delivering tiny amounts of resources. While that's happening, and that's a good point, let's quickly just pop up here and see if that has got ridiculous quantities of clay in it. No. Fine. I thought people might be messing around. But here, that is now changed, so that now goes like that. And we'll put it like this. You could do it either way. You could do that going that way, or you could do that going that way. Doesn't really matter, does it? But I don't like leaving the pipes full of full of water over hot areas, because it could turn to steam in the pipe. We'll have issues, let's say. So that can then connect straight across and lead back into there. So we could actually... I'm thinking here we could simplify that. Put that back there again. We could just run this into the same system we did before. From these. So if this senses water in there. Right? Right. Then it will back up, it will block there, and then it will flow up this one. Do it from here, but there's no way of kind of adding it. System. Maybe similar to a sieve that you can put clean or dirty water in, doesn't matter. Possible. And that way we could reuse that again, put our sensor back, and still use that spot. Plumbing. We needed liquid pipe element sensor, that one. Put that back. This time we don't want to control the pump with it. No. Nip it off there. Nip it off there. Grab that bit of automation wire and get rid of it. Because that will, even though there's a little tiny bit of automation wire attached to it, it's actually off. So it will tell that to never work. So what do we want to control with that? We need to control something. See, we may do want to control the pump. If they stop adding more... Oh, no, we were going to just turn these guys off, weren't we? If it backs up with water from here into the system... Actually, I'd rather put it there then. I think that doesn't matter, though, does it? Really? No. That's already wired up. But instead of going all the way over there, I'm going to drop that for these guys. Green light enable building. We don't want to enable. We want to actually... Yeah, we want to go through that, down those. And then have our NOT gate. Which is exactly the same system, but instead of telling the pump to turn off, we're just turning off these guys. There we go. That should work. Right, liquid-wise, I'm going to just temporarily just connect this to here so it can refill up the tank. That's backed up now. And just go back into the tank. Won't it flow? It won't flow. Why won't you flow? Not working. If I disconnect there, will you flow? Now you will. We just need a direction on this. We need a bridge there to make sure that that says go that way. I can use that as an overflow later. Once this is all built and set up, we've got to remember to disconnect that. Put it back how it's supposed to be. Someone get rid of that, did they? Yeah, they did. Okay, good. This part isn't necessary anymore. Nice. So, would like that to actually be built, please. With people in the base, they can do that. And then we've got a couple of bridges and things to build. Yeah, that needs to be a higher priority. I'll never get built. Okay. So the pump will start pumping as soon as they build that bridge. And then water will flow around into these tanks. If these tanks are full, it will back up into here. This signal will turn off those. Excellent. Pleased with that. Who's trapped? Yeah, that's probably a very bad problem, isn't it, for you? Let's grab a wrangle command and just see if there's any in here. There's one. I see, yeah. There's another one. Right, so hydrogen has leaked out. That is not a problem. I'm not fussed about hydrogen leaking out. I do want to continue this ladder up until it reaches... what are we going to make it out of? Igneous. Yeah, I want to bring it up to there so it's right up into space. That way we can take this... Oh, that's already full. Well, that just took from there, didn't it? This pipe is slowly filling up with carbon dioxide. How much have we used? Wow, we've used loads. Let's turn this one off. Oh, that's on a high priority. Right, so that goes up, around, up, and then up to there. We'll carry on with igneous, I think, for a little while, but then we'll switch. That gets cold. What temperature is it here? Yeah, we'll have to do it down here, I think. Pencil, please. Yeah, we'll do it right from here. We'll change it to insulated. It will take longer to build. Never mind, eh? And then we'll put a vent on the end. And we'll priority that up. Hopefully that will get built while we're not even looking at it. Because this is being built now. We'll cancel one of those. Yeah, I've been dropping lots of high priority commands everywhere, so I can't blame them. I'll put some water in here for the steam turbines. We'll have to dig out this patch. Oh, come on. Yeah, well, we'll have to dig out that, but I don't want it to drop in here yet. If it does, it does. I don't care. Let's get it done. We'll need plumbing. Ah, actually, we might be able to just run a pipe. A lot easier. A pipe of water. We could steal it from the loop. Up there. Anyone even run this? Available errands? None. Oh, did I stop the pipe? Yeah, I did. Idiot. Right. Pipe, you may run again. Aero pot is done. Yay. What am I going to use it for? Don't know. Used it last time. Right, so we'll brick this up. It's so low that we can reach in there and get things out, so it's not a problem. We'll just put some water in here. We cancel that one there. We need it pure water, but there's no oxygen in here. We do need access. Cancel that for now. It would be possible to take some water off of the this line here and just run it up here quick. This will take a bit of water to fill it. We don't have to completely fill it. We have to fill the bottom row and then a little bit into the second row so that it becomes a pile of a gas or a liquid. Because you can't have gas and liquid in the same tile. It's either crude or it's oxygen. It's not both. We got stuff going on. Then we've got to load this with crude, which is not going to be that hard when we've got crude going past us from the bottom of the map. We are going to relocate it over there, so we could just leave it here, I guess. I don't really know. Running through the insulated tile now, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Saves the job, I guess, doesn't it? Saves the job. We've got to dig this out, though. We've got to dig that out. And that up to there. I would like to make this a little room so I can fill it with hydrogen or something. I don't know. Ah, we do need a place for the steam turbines to drop out in, so we're going to move the copy there. We're going to do that. And so those two. We're going to put our vent for the steam turbines, our liquid vent. Going to go right there. Or should we put it over this end? Because this end's going to get really, really hot. And that might melt. We're to make it out of steel, but we don't have any yet until we've got this running. Yeah, it's alright. We'll make it out of that. We might have to bust in it and replace it. If we do, we do. So plumbing. Insulated pipe is going to go up. Ah, that's why we can't have it running through there. Look. Well, if we do, we need a bridge here. Like so. And then we want to make that little piece is already insulated. So it doesn't really matter, it can go up like that. That will drop down there, good. I was hoping they would finish that first. So liquid piping. That's where we're going to add our water to the system once we get it going. You're building that from up there, how can you reach? You have such impressive reach. And we'll have to put crude oil into the system. Right, okay, that now can go snippety snip. No, I don't want crude in there, please. You can go, thank you. That can be connected down to there. This bit of gold can be got rid of. Okay. So we want to connect these pipes now. No, that's not a pipe. Connect, and then cancel. Don't want any building that. That doesn't need to be built. Build that up. Priority this up. Ah, that's going to drop out into there, isn't it? Yes, it is. Get rid of it. Right, good. I'm pleased with that. So far, so good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we should be able to fit both next to each other. I'd like to hurry up before this gets too full because we want to fill these refineries with crude. Someone come and remove that, would you? Timing. Right, these obviously need to be powered as well, don't they? So we're going to need to run this line up. I'm going to change it though to gold amalgam for now. They cost a lot of power to run. But cancel you. Yeah, I don't want to come right through to this ice biome here, so we're going to brick that up. For now, we'll come back. We'll come back and mess with things. Got my Oshi water. I think that's how you pronounce it. Who knows? Priority 9. Why am I doing priority 9s again? Who knows? Who knows and who cares? So we'll put a sweeper here. Well, right up there. Once we've got some steel made, we'll put a sweeper there. We'll have conveyor drop off somewhere here in the range of the sweeper. Yeah, we put a sweeper in temporarily just so I can see the range. And flip it around. It will have to be remade into... Will get quite hot because that's metal refinery. And that's what they do. That's what they do best. Yeah, we'll go digging soon. Don't worry. I know you love to dig, people. I absolutely adore digging. So good at it too. Don't worry. We're going to demolish the map later. I know you love it. Yeah, brick that in straight away so we don't let too much of this. I don't want that. Chlorine. It's only grams, but yeah, I don't fancy a base full of chlorine dust. So now we can... That's still not been swept. Someone sweep that up. Okay, we need power. Steam turbine. We will probably have to change it later. So steel. Place them both like that. Face to face. They won't build that one because it's a hole there. That's on purpose to let the gases out. Let's have a look here and just make sure we're lined up okay. And I would like another bit of pipe. It's only sandstone. I don't know if you can just join them together like that. I'm just going to go round just because it looks probably better to me. Do that. I'm going to build that. That's probably never going to get built, but I don't want it to be yet. What you can do is you can have things here. You can have, say, a box here, a storage thingy-majig, a storage thing, and you can say put steel in there. That way, this will run when there's 20 to 20,000. Turn that off. But if you want extra steel, you don't only want 20,000. You can set this box, and that's 20,000 as well. So the sweeper will automatically sweep all the steel into there until it's full, and that will keep getting the job until that is full as well. So you'll have double steel. which will hopefully be something we'll do later. Got to give them a chance to sweep this up and not give them any more high-level commands. I know this is all very high. How much gold amalgam do we actually have? So we might need to go and find a bit more closer. I do want to get in here and get this uranium out. This is all pretty high job. Put some bunker doors. Once we get some steel, we'll put 2 or 3 bunker doors in a row above these areas. Ah, good. Getting that swept out. There's one last bit of igneous to go, please. Didn't see that. So, power-wise, we will also have to hook these guys up. I'd prefer to go straight, but for now, until we've sorted out that biome, we'll just follow the lines, so to speak. Go there for now. Because when you make steel, it actually makes so much temperature in here that it'll run the steam turbine and put some of its power back. Quite often with steel production, you actually make a positive power from compared to what you're using. But that is going to spike our power use, so we do need to make a battery bank, I think. Seriously, spike our power consumption. How are we doing for gas in this pipe? Still flowing? Yeah, it is still flowing. Building up, but hopefully by the time it's built up to any degree, this will have been built. I've taken them from their task by building this smeltery. And as I say, nothing more permanent than a temporary solution. This will probably end up just being, you know, because there are so many volcanoes and whatever on here that produce the refined material. Sometimes I've seen people build banks of like 6 or 8 or 10 of these. And I'm like, what's the point if you've got if you've got a gold volcano? You don't need a smeltery for gold. You've already got a gold volcano. So, I don't know. Each to their own, I guess, but seems a little wasteful. Like running down there, getting igneous that fell down. Going back up here again. That is igneous there. You could use that, guys. You could take it up here and build this pipe. Oh, hey, did I make that out of obsidian? That's why it's taking so long. No. Don't make it out of obsidian. Dear, what did I do? Ventilation. Insulated. Oh, where'd you go? Insulated. Yeah, look, it's on obsidian. I meant igneous. Right. That would explain the delays. We can probably cancel. Right. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Don't use up all the obsidian. That's important for later on. For our petroleum boiler. I'm hoping we've got like space on this map where there's at least 3. Hey, that spindly grubfruit's actually ready to harvest. Should we harvest it? Not on a huge priority though. Look at all this crude we've amassed from the bottom of the map. And this guy. Mr. Leaky Fisher. Sounds painful. Hope you can get something from the doctor for that. So we can also have a bucket here for maybe lime and one for something else. I don't know. Whatever. I will be cutting this stream very, very shortly and resuming after lunch later on. It's dinner time. And I have got cottage pie made with real cottages. No cottages were harmed in the making of this pie. I thought I used the other wire. Oh well. We'll have to come back and replace it then. Where's everybody going? Have a nice climb up the ladder. Up the ladder, there we go. Let's build insulated gas pipes because now we're not making them out of obsidian. Yes. Someone's a bit of a muppet. I wonder who that might be. Right. So that is now cleared out. I will leave that open for now until we put some liquid in here. Best way to do the liquid. We can utilize this pipe we built. And, yeah, we'll probably just go say, we don't need to make it out of anything. Actually, what's around here? Wasn't it igneous is around here? Yeah, we'll build it out of that. We can go, we'll just borrow this. We're going to delete it. We'll just borrow it for now. Come down here. Hey, we can borrow this bit of pipe as well. Where's our cooling loop? We'll run it from the cooling loop into there. And we'll come up here. And we'll jump that. Jump over there. Like that. We'll come up here and that will add water to this. We'll use the pipes that the steam turbines will eventually use. We'll leave these open so that we can get in here and we may have to build a block and remove it to get rid of an air bubble. Usually I'll leave the ends open or this end open. But we need at least one tile full of water plus a little bit into the next tile. Nearly done, nearly done. We'll build a lid up here. Yeah, look at all this slime. Hey, you guys. There's little bits of copper ore, little bits of phosphorite. Ah, I remember those days. I thought they got rid of all that. Great, I liked having metal from heaven. Sounds like a rock band. Metal from heaven. So, nearly done with that. We might have to stick another tank in, but hopefully they can get that finished pretty fast. Takes a while for this to build up. It's still pretty rapid if you ask me. Did this guy ever get done? No. Well, let's enable that building then. If it gets done then. We'll see. We'll see. What are you building? Power. No? Liquid pipe. Yeah, liquid pipe. That's to add water to this system. Right, right. Now, I don't want to add two full, each one of these will be 1,000 on the bottom, but the next row up just barely needs to have any water in it. Just to make sure it's counted as a tile of water. Someone can do that. A couple of little pipes here to do. Oh, this whole piece has to be done. I think we'll probably leave this in place and use this as part of the cooling loop at the end to bring it around here so that we can cool this down. Because we're definitely going to have to... Look at that. As soon as I enabled that, that gets done. That's incredible. It's 800 watts now. We'll see what it produces afterwards. Let's get all this built, please. That has just got to be finished off, so I'll make that a 9. And I would like to add, I'm thinking about it, just the odd ladder going along. This will all be redone. That was terrible. Just so that we can put a few bunker doors across to protect this entrance. Liquid. That one's got to be made. And then this piece has got to be done. Okay, fair enough. That'll take a while, I guess. Could have borrowed this pipe here, but no. So I might get down the bottom of the map now and turn that pump off so this can drain. Because I don't want it to overflow this. I want to be able to run it when we're filling these. I want to be able to sort of say I want a certain amount in each one. Because I think it takes 400 to fill it. Then it has 400 in it for its first cycle as well, or something like that. You can end up putting something like 1600 or something, I think. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. What's that at now? 1.2 kilowatts. So added half again. That's pretty good. Prioritize. I'm going to come down the bottom here. And very annoyingly turn this off just when I probably want to... the easiest way to turn it off is either you can snip the power wire, or you could snip the liquid line. I'm probably going to just snip the power wire somewhere, hey? Where does it go to? It comes all the way up here. If I just snip it there, I don't need to go all the way down the bottom of the map next time. I can just reconnect it there, can't I? Excellent. So, food will be my priority in a minute. I just wanted to at least get this going. It'll take longer than it seems. Oh wait, it does, doesn't it? Longer than you think. Not only have we got to build that pipe, we've then got to fill it with water. Yeah, it's going to take a while. So, we'll do that in a few hours after lunch. All done. Look at that. They're actually getting it done now. Gonna hurry up. No? Yes? Maybe? Oh, they're getting resources up from space. That. Industrious dupes. Still required operations, and not everybody can build that. What about this one? Waiting delivery of gold and plastic. Well, we've got enough plastic. We've got 7.8 tons of it lying around, so I'm surprised nobody's built that. Someone's delivering gold. There you go. 800 gold just got delivered. That's perfect. Happy with that. Okay. So, there. Cracking on with that pipe. I will crack on with lunch. And a bit of barbecue. We'll choose from here after we come back. I'll save our merry paradise here. I thank you all for coming, watching. See you later.